Hey there, so today we have another review. This is one courtesy of Stefan, thank you so much. This is, yeah, it's probably easier. Is it easier to read this way? Yes, got to. Yeah, it's got to be easy. Bourbon County brand Cherrywood Stout 2021. Thank you so much. Just had a long day. Yeah, sneak this in. So, what were we gonna say about this beer? 2021. That's pretty old. That's like 4 years now. Again, a lot of my experiences with Bourbon County, like I haven't had too many past like 5 years, despite being someone like literally one of their favorite beers of all time. A couple things. Skip ahead to the review if you want. I just pulled this out of my fridge. Came from work. You gotta warm it up. You can't be serving this. I mean, look, they even have a snifter, but they don't give a temperature. Usually they should. I'd probably have a little bit too cold, but one of the tricks is just get some warm water in your sink or hell, I was taking a shower. It's like, oh, well, water's hot. Just knock it in there for a minute. Do not boil your beer. I'm not saying that, but get some warm water, the glass, transfer a little bit of heat, warmth, not heat, warmth. And then help us. I can let it sit out for an hour, but then like I need to go to bed, right? So, Cherrywood. So Cherrywood, what they use is actually like I'm surprised they use this, but it's pretty much a home brew ingredient. It's wood that they say is like a honeycomb tones, honeycomb shape, so that it has the highest amount of like contact, like most amount of contact. That shape obviously has a lot of contact to the cherry wood, and then going on talking about like age of beers. One of my like probably like best shows, or from my understanding of age of Bourbon County, would be there's a place called Hicksville Beverage on Long Island, and Mom and Papa owns, so definitely support it. He somehow got like 5 sixtels of Bourbon County and was filling up in the mason jars. So I'll post the link to the review of it. It was really nice getting that 5 year like to get a 5 year vertical. You just have to buy it or trade for it or have friends and blah blah. Which is actually pretty. This beer is so accessible. Regular Bourbon County is so accessible that you can just buy some. Even this beer is probably accessible when it was available. Tried it 5 years, but so trying variant 4 years old, not a thing that I'm very familiar with, but let's look into the beer. Looks pretty proper, thick. I mean, dark as hell. That beautiful dark. Yeah, none of the appearance would really be affected by the age of or the cherry wood treatment or the age or anything, right? Okay. So a little bit tired. I get a little bit of this kind of. I mean, this is still Bourbon County, bourbon forward, chocolate fudge, rich bourbon character, lots of vanilla. But the chewiness is the chewiness is a little bit taken away. That fudgy note. What else am I gonna say about this here? It's got a little bit more like spice and umami than I'm used to. Maybe the wood character's coming through. But then again, you treat it on cherry wood, some more wood tannins, all that good stuff. Rich dark fruit. Cherry berry compote. Then again, I'm not like calling, oh man, the cherry wood smells like freaking. It tastes like cherry jam or cherry pie. No. It smells like Bourbon County. Cheers. Aged Bourbon County. Yeah. Probably should have not brushed my teeth right before this, but yeah. Let's try again. Now rinse my. I mouthwash myself with Bourbon County. Now let's try it again. Nice creamy thick mouthfeel. Tastes like Bourbon County. What do they give notes of? Dark cherry, stone fruit, light wood tannins. Maybe a little bit more tannin and dry than regular Bourbon County. Maybe not as fudgy. And honestly, the beer feels a little bit thinner. But that just could be the vintage. Big fudge notes, vanilla ice cream. That really rich kind of brownie batter, chocolate cake thing. Like, just think of like a rich, semi-layered, dark German forest chocolate cake thingy. Just tastes like Bourbon County. A little bit of marshmallow. I mean, this is a good Bourbon County. I will say the mid palate just lacks a little bit of oomph. The other thing about this beer, it lacks a little bit of that kind of like overwhelming. I mean, for some people, probably overwhelming, but like this overwhelming like bourbon depth, and it just tastes a little bit thinner. And it's almost what it almost reminds me of. It's as if you got like Bourbon County and then like threw in some like what is it? A New Holland's milk, dragon's milk in there, right? Like just like you thinned it out because that beer is just like, you're right. Like it's just like a skinny Bourbon County Bourbon Valley Stout. Nothing like this guy, which is like rich, bold bourbon. Boom, boom, boom. I feel like you thinned it out with another beer under it. It could be something that would, maybe with the perception of age, this beer has, or not perception, but just the fact of age, that this beer is also thinned out, and also the wood tannins that you've added with the Cherrywood has really like extracted some interesting boldness from this beer. Or it could be the vintage. 2021 could just been a. And again, this beer's 4 years old. For me, I've always found sweet spot to be somewhere around like 2 to 3 years, maybe 4 at most. So you're pushing the edge of like what I think peak Bourbon County should be. So like, if you got Bourbon County, like again, buy some vintages and enjoy them with age and learn how it tastes. Don't let it fall off the cliff because hell, I've done enough of that, and I still have some bottles for you guys of those sour beers that like. Again, like 1 out of 5, not even 1 out of 5, 1 out of like 8 hit rate. Like, almost all of them are dump. So it's crazy to think of like 1 out of 8 beers I reviewed of those beers that had to be dumped. Something like that. We'll see. Maybe I'll do the math for you guys at some point, but it's good. It's Bourbon County. Like, there's very few things you could do in Bourbon County be like, oh, this beer is disgusting. I will say this is definitely an inferior product to regular barrel-aged Bourbon County, especially like what I reviewed. I want to say I reviewed a 2015 for you guys. 2015 was amazing. This is only 4 years old. That beer was like 11 years old. As I drink it more, it really tastes like you thinned this beer out with like some dragon's milk or something. Yeah, it doesn't have the sweetness and richness and mouthfeel. And as I'm waiting more, it's getting so thin on the back end. And I don't noticeably detect it as wood tannin, but it has to be with some amount of wood tannin drying the beer out. Very fantastic beer, obviously. Still Bourbon County. I mean, always happy to drink this stuff. Oh my God. 97 plus. Even like, I mean, let's go 97. That's a huge difference. 100 to 97 in my world is pretty big. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but like, at least whatever your system is, my system, 3 points is a big difference. This is still the GOAT barrel aged imperial stout for me. So to take 3 points off is a big difference. Yeah, it's a big difference. Until next time, cheers later.